Greetings, Joe. Moa and Boulder from the past here. You're hopping into the 7th, actually 8th, mainline game of the Ace Combat Strange Real universe. We wanted to provide a brief background on this universe's vast lore. And you'll be pleased to know that Moncton is in the game. It's right here on the map. And so is Greenland, Iceland, part of Africa, Middle East, most of continental Europe, and many, many more real-life locations.
The year is 1995. A country facing an economic crisis decides to invade every single neighbor they have. Mute pilot Cypher 1 and his good buddy Pixie fight this country off as mercenaries, eventually turning the tide and staging an invasion of the belligerent nation. The country makes a perfectly rational decision and decides to nuke themselves not just once, not twice, but 7 times to create a, quote, nuclear border in Operation You Didn't Win. This does not work and they lose anyway. Then there's some business with borders, but we don't need to worry about that.
What we do need to worry about is the fact that the year is 2003, and during all that, Ulysses 1994 XF-04, an extinction event level asteroid, was hurtling towards Strangereal. In response, the nations of the world each came up with kooky asteroid protection schemes. While there were numerous impacts across the world from the shattering asteroid, the world managed to go on. However, a country called Eurasia decides to take over a network of anti-asteroid cannons scattered across the Eurasian continent to bolster their control of the territories. We, as the Mute pilot
Mobius 1,
work for the independent state-allied forces to defeat the Eurasian onslaught, take out the network of cannons, and taking the fight to the Eurasian capital Farabanti on September 19th. Then a group of young Eurasian officers decides to take over another anti-asteroid facility to initiate Operation You Didn't Win, and Mobius 1 has to ascend as Plain Jesus in order to win the day.
The year is 2010. The Ocean Federation has hired a pilot, you, based on your never-before-seen ability to be able to say yes and no to your wingmen, and sicked you on the Union of Yuktobanian Republics. As of now, Osea and Yuktobania are the 2 superpowers of the world, and totally not stand-ins for the USSR and America. Each country brings out superweapons in escalating fashion to fight each other to a standstill, until it is revealed that the 2 nations were manipulated into going to war by the country that originally came up with Operation You Didn't Win and nuked itself. We rescue President Harling and the Prime Minister, they shake hands live on TV, bringing an end to the war, and Osea and Yuktobania get together to do what they do best, which is to bully the country that nuked itself. Unfortunately, the remaining conspirators initiate Operation You Didn't Win and deorbit a decommissioned military satellite into the ocean capital of Ored. We blow it up using the power of words, and peace is returned to Strangereal once and for all.
The year is 2015. That country helps the nation of Estovakia invade its neighbor. Said neighbor dances with the angels and wins the day. That's it. With all this extensive lore, you're now ready to experience the masterpiece of storytelling and lore that is Ace Combat 7. Oh, and Joe, don't think that I forgot about your promise.
In all seriousness, the Ace Combat 7 DLC is like under 2 hours. It's hilarious. Well, if Man of Answers is saying that, then okay, I'll play it. Lock it in. But I have to be clear, Man of Answers, this is your Christmas present.